I picked up Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it was really cheap, and yeah, I decided to play it. I have not played the multiplayer yet. I kind of was just playing the campaign mode to see, get the feel for the controls and whatnot. And yeah, first thing I gotta say is, dang, this game looks pretty good.
Captain, she's highly trained. Deception, infiltration, extraction. She's special forces.
The Empire's time has come.
At least in the single player, the gameplay feels pretty good. I like how it controls the story so far. I kind of already know what happens because this is an old game, and I've seen people talk about it. But it seems pretty interesting at the beginning, at least. I've never played a Star Wars game where you're technically the bad guy at the beginning, but that's kind of cool. The first area, you kind of fly around in your little drone guy. You can shock some fools and go around in vents and be sneaky and stuff. Like I said, the game looks really good. I have everything set on Ultra. I was getting like 80-ish frames a second, I think, in this part. And I know like in the bigger areas I was getting a little lower on Ultra, so I could probably bump down the graphics if I wanted when I play multiplayer to make it a little better. So far, I like how they tie in the game to like the movies. I thought that was pretty cool, like where Admiral Akbar was like talking here. I kind of like how you can switch between third and first person. I was playing mostly in first person just because that's what I like to do. I'm sure if you go to play multiplayer first person, you're probably at a big disadvantage, but I don't know. I'm going to probably play through the campaign before I jump into multiplayer. I might play a little bit of multiplayer before I finish the campaign, but I like to finish like the single player on most games before I do the multiplayer. But yeah, I'll probably switch to the third person when I do that, but I don't know. I kind of want to do the whole campaign in first person, see how that goes. One thing I kind of don't like about the first person is when you pull your aim down sight or whatever, your right click button, there's no like crosshair, it's not like you're aiming down sight. It just kind of zooms in a little bit on most of the guns. I know, except for that sniper rifle looking one that I picked up. So I guess that's kind of, maybe if it has a scope on it. I don't know. I haven't played enough to know exactly how it works, but it seems like if the smaller guns, you don't really get a scope when you zoom in, but that's okay. I can get used to it, I guess.
Contact the Admiral.
Yes, Commander. And the message?
The fleet's location is still safe. Today, the rebellion dies.
Are you sure about that?
I just thought that ship crashing into the Death Star looked really cool, so I wanted to show it without me talking. The gameplay again is pretty fun. I kind of like the ability thing where you can scan for enemies and whatnots, and I had the little shotgun thing, I guess, for this person in the campaign mode. I'm assuming those are things that are actually in the multiplayer. I believe I've seen people using that. I don't know for sure, but the shotgun thing, I didn't know what I was doing when I used it, so I ended up dying. So I cut that out. But yeah, the AI in this game seems pretty dumb on the campaign. So yeah, I don't know. The campaign the story part seems entertaining, but the gameplay, because the AI is pretty dumb, but I'm kind of used to that from, these kind of games. It is a dice game, so you know it's got that awesome sound effects that dice games seem to always have. I like how the lasers sound, the rifles and stuff. And then, the environment just looks freaking awesome. And, the explosion from the Death Star looks pretty cool. Overall, I would say maybe pick up this game and try it out. And let me know if you want to see me play through the whole campaign. I'll probably post it anyway, so, stick around, and if you want to see that and whatnots. The game was super cheap when I got it, so it's probably still pretty cheap, so just go check. I needed another game to play on my PC, so I figured, hey, I'll pick this up and play it. It's one of those games where it had a bunch of like controversy at the beginning about loot boxes and blah blah blah, and it probably didn't get as many sales as it should have because of that. So, from what I've heard, they kind of totally changed the way you get stuff in the game. So I haven't really got into the multiplayer yet, so I can't tell you from first-hand experience, but from what I heard, it's much better now. So anyways, like the video, comment, subscribe, share it with your mother and your grandma, and tell them, hey, look at this video, Grandma, and Grandma will be like, what the hell are you talking about, you idiot, get out of here, and whatnot, and talk to you later, bye.